Jennabee Sketchy. Jennabee Sketchy. Douggie, Jennabee Sketchy.
I'm gonna cheer you up.
Douggie, Jennabee Sketchy.
Attention, everyone. Hello.
And now, your host for the Sibling Things Podcast, Douggie.
Welcome to another episode of the Sibling Things Podcast. I am in studio with my big little brother, Sketchy.
Hey, y'all.
Who is on the camera.
Hey, that's right. Shit. Watch what I do now.
And then we have our little sister, Jennabee, wrapped in a blanket. Why are you outside?
Because I have a 3-year-old and he screams and carries on.
That poor kid. Hey, let me guess, you have John doing it again.
Of course. Why do you think I keep him around?
Still up for John.
And joining us once again in studio is it's become our mascot, our manager. I don't even know what. However, it is Ben Danger. Yeah!
Stupid.
So welcome to another episode. It seems like it's been forever since we did one because we had the one the Friday night and it's been like over a week.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah.
It's been 1 week since the doctor.
Yeah,
I don't remember the song.
But a lot has actually happened over the week, hasn't it? And by the way, real quick, so I need to share this because I don't know fully what is happening because we tried to go live on our Sibling Things Podcast Facebook page, but I had to put it on through my yes, I have a public figure page.
Oh,
I do. I have one. I mean, I have been on television.
No autographs, please.
Yeah,
yes, I
no.
was on Jerry Springer. I mean,
No, but I have done an EVP session on the Jerry Springer stage.
You were on Dr. Bill.
Dr. Bill. Anyway, so but it looks like everything's going good. So if people are commenting, I'm trying my best here to see because I don't really fully know how
we
it's going to work
working
if people
on
put
it,
anything. So anybody that's listening, if you type something in, I'll be able to see if we can see it. But if not, we'll try our best to monitor. So
This is true.
here we go. Jenna is muted. It must be because she's walking through the house.
I'm getting my slippers. My feet are
I'm
cold.
getting my wine because I'm an alcoholic.
Wait,
Call my baby sister an ass and told her to eat dog food.
Yes, I did. Yes. And guess what? She did it.
Well, Ryan, I'm trying to wait to get started for Jenna to get situated because we have a lot to go through
Hold on.
tonight.
Hold on.
God, how long have we been here ready to go? Oh my God!
Okay, I'm glad I can't see now. What's going
Did you see the gulp she
was a-
just did?
on? Oh my God, was it wine?
Yeah.
Another one.
What's that bottle, Svet?
That's. So,
This Smith guy.
all right, perfect. All right, so perfect. Everybody is I see commenting, so it's all working out. So, all right, Jenna, are you situated yet? It's gonna be like time to end the show by the time she sits down.
Just
know.
go. What are you waiting for? I had to get a bigger blanket because I'm
This
a
is
plus size woman.
I'm surprised she hasn't asked you to make that her ringtone yet.
I can. It's available for 99 cents per download.
Oh, lame.
No Apple,
Send
bitches. Android only.
Because Jenna tried to use the ear pods and they were just not working out.
Jeez, thanks a lot.
Because I have Apple, but anyway. All right,
Okay,
so
now I'm comfy.
first and foremost, so today is a very special anniversary
Yes, it is.
for someone that's kind of close to us. His name is Dad.
Dad.
Whoa.
Dad. So today, March 25th, and this was in 2016, we recorded a really a very special video of Dad that I was involved in. Well, we were all involved in, but I mean the communication part of it here. But so Dad retired. Dad was Salem. He was a police officer, and it was actually about an hour and 37 minutes ago that he made the announcement that he was done. Code 3 is what it is, but basically meaning he's off radio for the final time, and his badge number is 612. and I had the privilege of being able to give him his final sign off on the other end at the communication center. But it was caught on video, so Ryan's actually got the audio of that queued up. So let's play that and bring back some memories here.
Salem County from 612.
612.
Let me code 3 for the final time.
Salem County to all local cars and stations. It is with great pleasure to announce that as of 1800 hours on this date, after 28 years of service, my father, Salem City Police Sergeant Douglas Hogate Sr., badge number 612, is retiring and is given his final code 3. It is my honor, Salem County PSD Douglas Hogate Jr., to acknowledge this code 3 to the greatest man I know. Salem City Police Sergeant Douglas Hogate Sr., badge number 612, you are officially code 3 at 1800 hours.
Thank you, sir.
And here comes
Bobby.
Bobby.
Man.
Bobby Brown.
All done.
Bobby Brown.
Yeah,
Well done.
it's funny because it still like gives me chills. Like
You're
with
related.
that.
You're named after that guy.
I am. I
Isn't
am.
that
I
crazy?
still don't know why he went further.
handsome,
But yeah, thank you.
Equally smart.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome.
But it's funny because it still kind of gives me chills. Now, with that being said, we recorded that because Ryan was on the other end recording me, and Jenna, you were recording Dad
Was I?
when he did that. Yeah, you came to think because I video, I believe so.
I don't know.
I
No,
don't know,
that's
can't
not.
think
Yeah,
of-
that's accurate. Ryan
Yeah.
just smokes too much.
So, so
Yesterday was such a blur. I don't know.
So it's what's great about that is we did that as a recording for us, for Dad, and it blew up.
I feel like I didn't start seeing them all the time until that.
Yeah, like it literally because the video went up online and what do they say? It goes virus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Virus.
gosh.
Because of a lot of social media.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
exactly.
oh man, I hope
Touched
it wasn't that video that caused it. Yeah.
Oh
But
shit.
but so let hold on. So we got to go over it. So with that being said, we did an interview with it was a CBS 3.
Yeah, and they only aired your guys' freaking interviews.
I'm sorry, man.
What is up with that?
let's
What's
read
wrong
to-
with me? What's wrong with me?
You're
Granted,
up.
I went in there with a JFL painting shirt on and my
Fresh off
paint
the
coat.
job.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on, man? Yeah, what talking to me?
Well, it's funny because when Ryan walked in, the guy handed him $20 and said, "Oh, here you go. Go get something to eat."
I want pack of smoke.
But
My day.
but yeah, we did an interview with CBS, and then him and I went one morning. It was freezing cold. We went to Philly because we were on I think it was Fox News, like national Fox News,
Yeah.
and then out of nowhere, which this was the coolest thing in the world. I want to say it was the Philadelphia Police Chiefs Association sent 10 tickets because Dad said in his interview with CBS, the local CBS, he said that they asked, what are you going to do now that you're retired? And he says, well, I haven't been to a Phillies game since it was at
Oh,
Veteran Stadium.
yeah.
Well, the Philadelphia Police Chiefs Association actually had reached out to me and said, we want to give you guys 10 tickets
Damn.
to, you don't remember going? You
Yeah,
remember that?
I remember going.
He said, we want to give you guys.
No, on the envelope, it specifically said Doug Hogate Jr., and Jennabee. It said not for Sketchy. Matter of fact, we attached a copy of his warrant.
And they gave
No.
and they gave another $20 and said,
Yes,
"Oh,
they
go
said,
get
"This is
something
for-
to eat.
This is for him.
Dollar
To
dog.
They're
get
like,
something to get
"Hey,
you started.
Bring that little homeless, bring that homeless fella you brought." At the thing.
We
You know, he
like
had the
him.
big beard that was kind of gray, but then you could clearly tell he used a shampoo to darken it.
Now he can afford to buy the dye.
This is true.
Yes.
But yeah, we
Magic
ended up.
marker.
So not only were we able to all go to the Phillies game, but he got to change third base.
Yeah, that was a dope move.
That was cool. In fact, the Phillies had played, was it the Mets? And I went down with him to record him doing it. So he picked it up and he held it up in the air,
And we
and
won
the
that
whole
game too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the whole crowd like cheered because it was like a hometown heroes. And as walking past and back down, like you walk past the Mets, and all the Mets were like, "Oh, congratulations, Sarge!"
That is the cup that was on
Is
the
that what the
TV
Met-
thing. I saw it on Twitter.
Is that what the Mets sound like?
Yeah. Yes. Every home run, they all just go,
Yes.
"Oh my God.
So, yeah, so
Oh my
that was
God."
so God. That was
God.
now that where were we at 8 years ago, 2016. My God, so that's why Ben's here. He's
What?
yeah.
8 years
He
ago?
does. Hey,
See?
honestly, no offense to you guys, but Ben is the only one here with a college degree.
Really?
PhD in danger.
Well,
That was the dangerous man on
truthfully, though,
campus.
yes. Truthfully, yes.
So yeah, so and you know it does still pop up every so often. Like it will pop
Popped
up.
up on my memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Was that today it popped up? Yeah, it had to.
probably yeah,
It
because
wouldn't have popped up
today,
yesterday.
8 years ago today. I don't even know what happened yesterday. Was it October?
Chemtrails.
My God.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
Freaking Boeing, man.
Yeah. So that's why we're all sick.
I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Speaking of that,
I'm
Jenna, how is
fine.
it that you go on planes all the time with all the plane crap going on?
Because I'm vaccinated.
I mean, it ain't a lie.
I mean, I vaccinate myself at least twice a day.
Oh my
And I'm like, it really
What?
works.
He said she goes on planes to survive because she's
I'm
vaccinated.
vaccinated. And I have a passport.
Ryan won't even get on a friggin' train. He's gonna
No, are you
stay
kidding me? No,
in
I'll get
New
on a train. I
Jersey.
love trains because I know how trains operate, and I know that it is not easy for them to just come off the
Oh
track.
yeah, that's right, Ryan.
There's
worked
a great big
man.
world out there.
So Jenna, do you know what the maximum separation length between two rails is?
Yeah, 27 inches.
Nope. 82 and a quarter. You
I
know
was
what
close.
the minimum is? 78 and a half. Booyah!
And,
Oh, how will I survive not knowing that?
You could have Googled it really quick.
and that is your educational train ride with Ryan.
Look what I found on my porch.
Why do you have-
Macho man.
He's ready to go for the train.
Why do
Oh my
you have
God.
that?
Trying to go work.
We didn't wear hard hats. We probably should have.
You and RJ.
Yep.
All
Or to
right.
get attacked by bees in the railroad tie. That was great.
Bees
Uh,
in the back.
So
Bees
real
in the
quick, so let's get. All right, so we have Tough as Nails said sipping.
Tough as nails was good.
Jenna, I guess that was from Jenna drinking. Let's see, Jackie Graham. It's been that kind of Monday.
Jackie.
A bad day.
Hey, Jackie.
Somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Oh,
Brittany, our cousin Brittany. I watched it the other day because it popped up in my memories and I cried.
Brittany. Hey, speaking of Brittany, her what's her one daughter's name? I feel so bad. Not Addie, the other one. I feel so bad.
Charlie.
Yes,
Jeez,
that girl
Ryan.
needs to record some singing because heard her singing. She got the potential. Get her in the studio, Britt.
All right, Brittany, we're
Then
gonna
she
have
can
her
play
in
with
here.
Stella.
And then Melly's is Jenna outside? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
She's
Wrapped in a blanket with my. Hold on.
Outhouse.
With. I gotta show you. How do I turn this thing? Well, I'll just show you.
We don't want to see that. We don't want to see it.
What is wait?
But my huge whopping penis is right here.
Ew, you freak.
Oh,
Jenna, what are you
my
doing,
God.
man?
Uh,
Jenna, what are you doing?
Brittany says that she does have the confidence
Then
and,
put it on the
and do
record.
it. So yeah, we're gonna get this girl
No.
famous. I'll be the agent. I want 60%. What? Well,
Thing is, I don't ever charge anybody to record because when
Oh.
to record, it's a vibe, man. You got to enjoy it.
Oh.
Now, what is Jenna doing? Now I hear her freaking vibrating.
what?
This is not your toothbrush.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's a little much, sir.
Melly wants
Oh
to
my
know-
God, she said the P word the last show, and she's gonna say
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a little much.
Yeah. Pissed. You were pissed. Melly wants to know why you're outside.
Because why not?
We're inside. And the worst part is, Jenna, I was at your house. What was it last week? And it was cold. And she's like, I'm not turning my flipping heat on. yet.
I
So it's
did.
probably just as cold in the
3
house.
hours later.
No, I did turn it on. I turned it up to 65. 65 stay alive.
65 stay alive. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
also what she says. Like,
It's a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit, so 65 stay alive.
All right.
I
So,
mean, it's true.
all right. Well, because Jenna said she can't join us for the whole episode
oh my god,
because she has so much to do at 8:00 at night.
loser.
Doug,
So
your kids are literally 25 years old.
not
Ryan,
yet.
Hold on, watch her.
Your wife
My wife.
does everything for your
Yes, she
children. You
does.
just go to work
I bet
every
you she
day.
made my freaking lunch too for tomorrow too.
Exactly.
Matter of
So
fact,
I
did you
have
make John's
stuff.
left? Did you make John's lunch yet?
John doesn't take lunch. I make it. He doesn't take it.
Well, you know what?
Let's
That's
stop
his
making
choice,
it.
but it still needs to be available to him in the morning. So get your ass in the kitchen and make a sandwich.
I'm sorry. Until the day that I don't have to work and go to work every day, he can make his own lunch.
You know, we should put our money together and get one of them $1 billion Powerball things.
That'd be dope.
When's that happening?
I don't know. Isn't it like up to $1 billion now?
Is it on
Today, tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
801.1.
Now, here's my question with that. Do you think it's better to win that? Well, even though it's always like already rich people from California that win that stuff. Do you think it's better when you buy them tickets to get the random numbers? Like you just go up and say,
Yeah,
"Oh, I'll take it."
because me personally, I feel like it doesn't really matter. It's not like they like set the machine so it wouldn't get draw them numbers.
You
like,
don't
but
know
you
that.
know, you know,
You
what?
don't
You're
know
right.
that. People think the world is flat.
Honestly, though, if we're gonna do anything, get the money together and get a shitload of like Jersey pick 3 and pick 5.
But Jenna,
Jenna, shut up.
easy. Yeah. That was her way of agreeing.
Stupid.
Not asking where his lunch is.
Yes.
man.
Stupid
All right.
boys.
So, with that being said, I wanted to talk about something freaking crazy tonight that I don't even know how long. I don't know if it just came out. So, first of all, the one thing that we always had on the TV at home when we were younger, growing up, was Nickelodeon. Jenna had that phase of Disney.
Yeah.
I like it so Raven.
Yeah, she was That's So Raven, and she mutes herself when she goes to scream. Anyway, but yeah, like so Nickelodeon. Like, first of all, I got to tell you, I think one of my favorite one, Salute Your Shorts, was good.
Yeah, that was good.
That
wasn't
was
on
a
my
little
feed.
bit. The thing is, that was a little bit before.
No,
my
I know, but
time.
I'm just talking about like what
Right.
favorite Nickelodeon right now.
That was a good one. Remember? Do you remember? Shit. What was the one that had the girl Summer Sanders that she hosted it?
Oh, Figure It Out.
Figure It Out. That was a dope show.
Because you had the celebrity panel on
Yeah.
there.
But I would probably have to say my favorite show from Nickelodeon back in the day would be Keenan and Kel.
Yeah,
Hands down.
yeah. What about you, Jenna? I know you were more Disney with like
iCarly.
Hannah Montana.
iCarly. What? That was like way after my time. Anyway, no, I liked Nickelodeon when I was younger. I didn't start liking like Disney Channel until I was like middle school. So I would say I don't know my favorite. Noah likes All That, and we watch it like the old one with
The
Lori
old
Beth.
one?
Okay, good. 'Cause
And I
those-
will say I am friends with the majority of the original All That cast members on Facebook.
Like
Mhm, 'cause
friends?
Yeah, like they're legit
It's-
things.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Lori Beth
Oh, Lori
Dimberg. I'm
Beth-
friends with
yeah.
her.
Elizabeth Timberg, yeah.
She was awesome.
Yep. I'm friends with her. I'm friends with Danny Tamborelli. I'm
He
friends
doesn't
with
count though. He was on like
He was
season
better
5 or
Pete and
6.
Pete.
Pete and Pete,
Pete
yeah.
and
I'm friends with Katrina Johnson, who was on that new documentary.
Yeah, she was on
the
it,
Real
yeah,
Pretty
right.
Blonde.
Right.
I'm friends with
What was that guy Josh from All That?
Josh
He was
Sherver.
Yeah, dude, like he was.
yeah,
like,
I'm friends
really
with him on Facebook.
Earboy.
Earboy,
He
yeah.
was Earboy.
And
Yeah.
Detective Dan.
Detective Dan, that's it.
He was a realtor for a while, but then he like recently started getting back into acting a little bit because he rekindled his friendship with Kenan Thompson.
So wait, how did you become friends with all these people?
Because I'm a stalker.
That's pretty bad. Well,
I'm also friends with the majority of the cast of Laguna Beach. For those that remember that
see, I
show.
don't know nothing about that.
J. Taking it back to 08.
I don't have anything to say.
The fact
No, it
that-
was.
I don't know Laguna Beach.
No, that was like Doug, what year did you graduate high school?
04. It's my
Yeah,
20 years.
It
20
was. It
years
was.
since I've been out.
Yeah, it was like 2004 because I remember watching it when Doug was like a senior, and I was like, oh my gosh, these people are so much cooler than him. Why is he not?
Cast,
me?
Yeah.
all right, the cast of your
Compare.
precious little Laguna Beach versus my cast of the original first and second season of Jersey Shore.
Yeah, but
Oh,
aren't
Y'all,
they all
going,
the
y'all are going down.
same? Aren't they all the same people?
No.
I
Right?
love Jersey Shore too.
Yeah.
I'm wearing.
They're all still. They're just older. I don't
Yeah.
think there's ever been anyone that's been the other Jersey Shore.
Listen, I love Jersey Shore. I've been to the Snooki shop. I'm wearing Snooki slippers right now. I even have a mug that says Snooki made me this. If you
Yeah,
want to
but
say it.
But Snooki ain't real no more. She was better like first and second season before she got all the plastic done. Natural woman. is better.
I love how we went from talking Nickelodeon to Jersey Shore and Laguna Beach. Anyway, so and what else? Legends of the Hidden Temple,
Yeah.
Guts,
Yes.
Double Dare.
I don't remember
Double Dare.
Guts. I don't remember Guts.
Huh?
I don't remember Guts.
You don't remember Guts, the aggro Craig, where the referee, she's like,
Yep.
like first one wins on your mark.
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And they all had
Mike
they all
O'Malley.
had the mouthpieces. Ryan, yes, this is why you just
looking
have
it
really
up,
good
bro.
memory.
I can't believe you don't remember.
I do.
Because then you had Snick on Saturday nights.
Yep.
Snick.
Are you afraid
Are
of the
you afraid
dark?
of the
Are
dark,
you
man?
afraid of the dark? Yeah, that's gotta, now they say that's gotta be one of my favorites. I had the kids watching Are You Afraid of the Dark?
What do we got here? So
Uh,
Guts.
Yeah, I can't believe you don't know Guts. He's literally searching it. I'm so ready. He's gonna
You
say, "Oh,
remember it?
if you remember Legends of the Hidden Temple." Wait, what was the one that the guy who hosted Double Dare did the other one where they had the pie chair?
Oh,
What
that
would
was
you
way
do?
early 90s. That was before me.
What would you do?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Certain kind of person to get the body working to the level of precision that's needed to be risen.
I think that was like after
you have
I don't. Yeah, I don't, this is the theme song.
It takes a certain kind of something
Like,
to keep the heart pumping, something everybody needs to achieve to succeed. You'll need a lot.
I don't remember that shit, dude. I don't
There's
remember that.
no way you don't.
God.
Never heard of
Now I gotta send him some YouTube clips or something. There's no freaking way. The aggro. Anyway,
I even remember me and Ryan, we would chew gum and we would put it around our teeth like we were wearing the mouthpieces. I
Yeah.
swear to you, I do.
Ryan just must have been hit too many times, or maybe it was when I pulled his arm out of socket.
that. Oh yeah, little mom ran me over with the car. Didn't break a bone.
So, with all that being said about Nickelodeon, so this documentary that has come out,
Sorry.
which is called
Yo, ever heard of Jerkmate?
what?
I went to
the
get it
fuck?
earlier.
Is that was a
That was a
Nickelodeon
good show. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was an Australian show.
It really
Checkmate.
was. Checkmate. It was
Checkmate.
Australian, mate.
Yeah,
and
the
I
bunch
named
of-
it Checkmate.
We put a bunch of jerks in a house and see which ones can become mates. Jerkmate.com and org.
Is that from The Office?
No,
Oh
no,
my
the
God.
office would have been
Jenna,
www.creedthoughts.//creedthoughts.org.
Jenna want to play like she don't know what the hell that's from. bro.
I
Like, come on.
I don't.
That's that shit. It's like you're in the bathroom or something, and it comes on. You're like, oh shit, turn it down real fast. Like, I didn't gotta skip ad.
What is it?
Oh my god, Ben, you know. What
Pornhub?
well, there's
No,
many.
I thought Jerkmates is where he
Oh,
ordered
she
food
said it.
from.
She said it. I gotta go through the
He's
list.
advertising.
It's on everything, Jenna. Pornhub, xnxx.com, xvideos.com, xhancer.com, tube8.com, redtube.com, ujiz.com, porn.com,
Oh
bestofree.com.
my gosh, who has time?
Backups.
This
Yeah.
is what Ryan does on his lunch break.
It's called research, man.
Research.
It ain't easy. It ain't easy keeping your wife happy.
It's for educational purpose only.
This is true.
All knowledge.
Here, you want a copy?
That's what all those notebooks are for, piled up there. Okay, I got you.
Taking notes.
Meanwhile, Jesus thing here it says I saw that.
So that way I remember to ask for forgiveness.
All right, so yeah, so with that, so this
Jennifer.
documentary that just came out, Quiet on the Set, I believe is what it's called, right?
Yeah.
So Quiet on the Set, which hold on, I have it pulled up here. I have a thing. If anyone hasn't seen or know what it's about what a lot of basically all of these kids who during the time that we were younger who were on Nickelodeon shows, kind of what they endured through the main creator and producer, which is Dan Snyder, as well as some of the producers but they didn't just have the kid actors who are obviously adults now, but they had writers and things that they were kind of talking about and what it was like. So I'll read a quick brief thing here. This is from USA Today. That it says, why Quiet on the Set documentary on Nickelodeon scandal exposes the high price of kids' TV. It says there are some things worth sacrificing for art and entertainment. The well-being of children is definitely not one of them. But increasingly, we are discovering that in the high-stress, high-profit, and highly unregulated world of TV and filming, children aren't well. In the new investigation Discovery documentary series, Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids' TV, former child actors alleged a variety of abuses and toxic behavior on the sets of classic Nickelodeon children's TV shows, from All That and The Amanda Show to Drake and Josh and Victorious. So that just goes to show you how long of a span that this went on, because All That, when it first came out, was early 90s, and Victorious was like later post 2000s. I think. It says from
good show too.
Yeah, from claims of racism and bullying workplaces to truly horrifying accounts of alleged sexual assault, the documentary suggests there was darkness behind all of the Nick's bright green slime. The series has caused a social media uproar and heated responses from the celebrities and former child stars. Follows the 2020 documentary Showbiz Kids, which, while lacking the more serious allegations, chronicled the harsh downsides of child stardom. The more child stars grow up, the more we learn the cost of making TV and movies featuring kids. And the price is too high, so high that it makes question the worth of live-action kids TV a genre. This Quiet on the Set focuses on TV shows made for kids featuring kids in the heyday of Nickelodeon in the 1990s and early 2000s. And here from producer Dan Snyder, who would eventually be ousted by the network in 2018 after allegations of inappropriate behavior surfaced. Snyder denies many of the allegations in the documentary in statements to the filmmaker and USA Today. It does go on and on, but let's get into this now. Jenny, you watched the documentary.
I did. I binged it.
Yeah. So isn't it like it's like 4 parts? I think, right? It's like a 4-part documentary. And you have everybody from the original cast of, again, All That. They didn't, Keenan and Kel weren't on there. But that one girl you talked about, was her name Katrina?
Katrina Johnson. She was on the original. She was on the original All That, and she started, I think she said, when she was 8. No, that might be.
She was young. She was very. She grew up.
Something's telling me 11, and she stopped when she was 16. And and she was with all those people. She's just basically said that Dan Snyder, she was just a producer, but he was like an assistant producer. He wasn't that big yet.
Right.
And it wasn't
from that show, what was it? Because he was originally on that old sitcom show from the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, and I didn't even know that.
Well, not Welcome Back, Kotter. It was and it wasn't Taxi.
Wasn't he also? He was also the manager on Good Burger, wasn't he?
Well, he was. But I'm talking about where he came from. But anyway, go ahead, Jenna. Yes.
He was, and then he ended up like going to produce the Good Burger movie and all that. So anyway, it didn't start out. This is my personal take, and I don't want to jump too far ahead, but in this documentary, and spoiler alert, if you didn't see it and you want to see it, maybe just turn off because we'll probably give a lot of spoiler alerts.
It's a documentary. It's a documentary, though. Not like it's a.
People might want to watch it. I'm just letting them know.
Still watch. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway. So basically everyone's trying to say Dan Snyder, was controlling. They had some writers who were on the writing of the Amanda Show, which where Dan Snyder kind of got like big. He he was the producer, he was the director and stuff like that of the Amanda Show. Oh, hold on. Hi, you going to bed? You want to say
No,
hi to
not yet.
everybody?
I have. Oh, Noah. What's Noah doing?
I love you.
Look at that.
Oh, careful. Night night. Bye. Anyway, and so he got big on the Amanda Show. He basically became Nickelodeon's cash cow.
Oh, yeah.
And they had two writers, and there were two female writers, and basically he called them and said, hey, I want to hire you for the Amanda Show, but you have to split a salary with another writer. So basically, only gets 50% of this one salary. So they did it, I guess, for a season, and then eventually someone called the one writer, who's a female, called the Screen Actors Guild people and said, is this legal? And they're like, absolutely not. That violates like all types of laws and labor laws and things like that. And then the one ended up getting fired, but he would do like weird things. He was always having females massage him on the set, like just very creepy things. But it never once came out that he was like, he did anything. Like he wasn't like touching anyone inappropriately. I think what happened was, in my opinion, Dan Schneider just got too big of an ego. I think he thought he was untouchable because he pretty much was. Nickelodeon needed his ideas and needed, and he was good at it. He was good at jokes. But something, and I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Some of the things that I listened, because Dan Schneider came out with on a podcast.
I saw that with
like
one of
last
the former
week.
members. Yeah, one of the former members of one of his shows.
Yeah, I think it might have been all that. I think the kid was on there very briefly. But anyway, and he said, like, did you watch this documentary? And he says, yeah. He's like, I watched the whole thing. He's like, it was hard to watch. He says, he's like, first and foremost, I want people to understand, I didn't write jokes for adults. I wrote them for kids. He says, kids think feet are funny. Kids think that farts are funny. Kids think that a plate of pickles are funny. Like, it was, if an adult is watching this and they sense that it was something deeper than the face value of what it was, that's not my fault. I didn't make comedy for adults. I made it for kids. So I
agree with you with that. Like, I feel like, I mean, obviously, especially nowadays, everybody wants to find something wrong with everything.
Because the second that somebody's like, oh, you know what? I could go famous for this just because I want to complain about it. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be people that are just going to type and have my back. And that's all it is. You don't need anybody in person to have your back.
Yeah. I mean, there were certain things, like the one writer said that he would IM, instant message, Dan Schneider would instant message her, and they would have this game where anything that they would type, they would have to say it. So one of the things it would start off was like, you have to say mushrooms out loud. So she would go, mushrooms, and like he would laugh. But then it got progressively worse, where he would start saying, say the word slut. And then she'd be like, no, I'm not saying that. And he'd be like, do it. You have to do it. So like things like that, like I just
it's like immaturity.
Couldn't do that because it's smut. And says it like it is.
Oh my God. So
because I definitely want to watch it because I want to know what happened to Amanda Bynes.
Well, see, and that's the thing. They touch base now. Amanda Bynes is not on this documentary, but they do touch base because I feel like, in my opinion, everybody that worked for it. I mean, there's a lot of people from his former shows that kind of like got a bad. It affected them, and I don't think personally so much the fact that it was the I mean, I'm sure the abuse that they took on set of him hollering, yelling, whatever the case may be, I'm sure it wasn't easy, but you gotta think, you have these kids who are like from 10 years old
that's their
on
life.
to 18, and that's their entire life. That's
hold on, John wants to say
that's gonna be a lot on somebody. So
John wants to say something about this because we watched
and it's funny, you play the Amanda Show just as John shows up.
That's a good theme.
Here's something
That's it.
ironic. All right. So if they talk about all that, I told Jenna there's two things that Ren and Stimpy did. that were very.
I love
okay,
Ren and
so that
Stimpy.
was on Nickelodeon. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I literally showed Jenna. One was with Stimpy in the shower with a girl that was naked getting something dirty.
Yeah. But no,
So
yeah.
you can't say all that was provocative, all right?
But
and it was a shock that they did put that on there. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy. Because
Yeah.
even SpongeBob, I'm sorry, there are SpongeBob episodes that have some things on there to go. But I feel like they do that to entertain the adults also.
Yeah.
Like
So, but do you remember?
Sorry, Jenna, not to cut you off,
You're
but
good.
like the one episode of SpongeBob where he's trying to make his morning sundae, and he said, "We need peanuts," and he said, "Oh," and he looks over at the toilet, and then it was good thing I got this peanut plant above the toilet.
Yeah, see,
that was fun.
Do you guys remember, Ryan and Doug? We had the Ren and Stimpy CD. I literally can see the CD in my head. Do you guys remember that?
Happy,
There
happy,
was
joy,
a
joy.
yes. Do you
Don't
remember one
piss
of the
on
lines?
the electric fence.
Do you remember one of the lines on Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy?
I'll teach your grandmother to suck eggs.
Yes.
I do remember that. He's like,
It's
I don't think you're happy
crazy.
enough. I'm gonna teach you to be happy. I'm gonna teach your grandmother to suck eggs.
Yep.
Yes. I think
happy,
I do think of that often. But anyway, so that was Dan Schneider. He ended up, and then they loosely touched on a couple of his employees that he hired, and one of them was this. Oh gosh, what was his name? Freak. You're gonna have to look it up.
I'll look it up because I think you're talking about the bald guy that's on there, and he
With-
was just
with
kind
Drake
of
Bell.
and everything. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the one, the allegation. The one that,
Yes.
Brian Peck.
Brian Peck, who's no relation to Josh Peck, who was on the
just
show
about to ask
Drake
you
and
that.
Josh. Yeah. They're no relation. They just happen to have the same last name. But anyway, long story short, in the second half, so episodes 3 and 4, there was a situation where there was a girl who was just in the background. She played if they did a classroom scene, they would be she would be in there, and she started to talk to one of these set assistants. It wasn't anybody major, but he was 27, and he kept emailing this 13-year-old back and forth, and she would show the mom, and it was innocent enough, oh, today on set we got to do X, Y, and Z, because she wasn't there all the time. Well, then one day she gets a email from this 26-year-old, this 13-year-old, of him, a video of him masturbating with the caption, just wanted to let you know I'm thinking of you. And she
He's
obviously
sending this to a young teenager.
and he knew it wasn't a situation of catfishing or anything.
Right.
He knew. So anyway, she told her mom, and long story short, he ended up getting arrested or whatever. But then this Brian Peck he was Pickle Boy on the Amanda Show, which in just random scenes he would just show up with a plate of the little miniature pickles. Well, he ended up getting close to Drake Bell, right? Is that his name? Drake Bell?
Yeah, Drake Bell, yeah.
Drake Bell, and he was, I guess, openly gay, so no one didn't think anything of it. Well, he was his voice coach. And yeah, he was his voice coach. Well, this guy was 30 some years old, and Drake Bell was 15, and Drake Bell would spend the night at his house and sleep on the couch. Well, he said just one time he woke up and he was just completely sexually assaulting him.
Yeah.
So, I guess Drake Bell, because he was scared. What?
Right, play the sound.
Freak. Anyway, so it just, I guess, kept progressing, because it was one of those things where hey, I am important in Hollywood. You'll never work in Hollywood again. And when you say that to a young actor or actress, they're going to not want to ruin their career. Well, then the guy literally became obsessed with Drake Bell. He'd be at his girlfriend's house and he'd call his girlfriend's house while Drake Bell was there. And I guess he ended up just telling his mom, and he only got 16 months in prison.
Well, and it's funny because when that trial came out, because there are other people that came out of the woodwork that he was doing that to as well, right?
I don't think so, but there was a clip, and I don't know if it was only maybe a 5-second clip that
Right.
he was when Leonardo DiCaprio was young. He was Leonardo DiCaprio's voice actor. And now Drake Bell's dad kept saying, so Drake Bell his dad was his manager and kept saying, something's not right with this guy. I don't trust this guy. Don't be alone with this guy. Well, he was able to manipulate Drake Bell's mom, this Brian Peck, into somehow making the mom be the manager, and the mom trusted this Brian Peck guy. But before the dad like handed all the paperwork and stuff over for her to be the manager, said, listen, I have one stipulation. Do not let him alone with Brian Peck. Something is not right about him. And then all of that ended up happening. So, but yeah, it was just really messed up. Like Drake Bell talks about, he walked in the courtroom when he was during like the sentencing or whatever. And I guess Drake Bell had like 3 people on his side, and Brian Peck had all these celebrities.
Yeah, there were
Ryder Strong of Boy Meets World. A couple of very named, and so the producers of this documentary, all of this was sealed because Drake Bell was a minor. So because Drake Bell agreed to it, they unsealed the letters that these other famous people wrote in favor of Brian Peck.
Yeah, but I thought that when the trial was going on, it was only put out there as being a well-known child actor. I didn't think
No. This is recent. They
just finally opened it up. Right.
No one knew. Drake Bell didn't tell anyone because he didn't want it to affect his career. Definitely. Well, something I will say though that kind of gave me a little bit of respect for Dan Schneider is that Dan Schneider reached out to him and said, hey, did you hear what's going on with what happened with Brian Peck? Because it only came out that it was a minor.
Right.
And he said, yeah. And I guess Dan Schneider said, does this have anything to do with you? And he said, listen, yeah, but I don't want anyone to know. Dan Schneider never spoke to Brian Peck again. He didn't write him a letter of support. He never hired him back. And I will say that there was other actors and actresses that wrote these letters of support that it's like,
that are well known.
My gosh, yeah.
Right.
You can look up, like you can read the letters, like the people that wrote this, that produced this documentary, like released them. But and then he ended up, after he was put on the child offenders list, he ended up going to work for Disney Channel.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sounds
I'm trying to see if I'm just trying to see.
It's just crazy because I think there's so much things, but I will say I don't think Dan Schneider knew, because anyone can pass a background check. Anyone can if they've been caught.
Yeah, I don't think that he knew anything about it. I think his problem was he just got big boss kind of mode. I really, because when you watch his response, like I can genuinely see that he was affected by all of it, and you gotta think the guy has probably got some guilt that this happened because he was the head of it all.
Right.
So I'm not saying that he was perfect to work for. I'm not saying he was the most pleasant person. I'm not saying he was appropriate. But I don't think that when it came to putting things in, like on television, it was all meant, like you said, kids at that age just have a mind of goofy things are funny. But then all of a sudden, if someone who's an adult or as you get older puts it in your head, oh, you know what it looks like they were doing? Well, all of a sudden, that's it.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. And what
I mean, we watched that stuff, and I never once thought anything dirty. But at the end of the day, I don't think he knew about this Brian Peck. I don't think he knew about that other guy who sent that video to that 13-year-old because, they probably were background checked, but they were never caught if they did this to anyone else. This isn't a situation of like an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old, because that you can kind of understand. They're only a few years apart, like, and unfortunate things happen. This is a 36-year-old man.
Yeah.
Or he might even say 37. Like, this is a man that clearly knew what was going on. And granted, the kid was 15, but even at 15, like, you don't really understand what's happening. you can kind of like something don't feel right, but
especially
you
if you have that fame and you're being threatened that, oh, if anything happens, you're going to lose it all.
Right.
And not to mention, again, at that age where if you're in that mindset that, wow, your family's going to end up homeless if it because of you, if you go and ruin all this. I mean, it can be very taxing. I mean, and going back to like Amanda Bynes. I mean, I don't know. Have you seen anything recent of Amanda Bynes? Like she does, I think.
Oh yeah, she's trying. You know what she's trying to do right now? Like her ultimate goal in life. Which I don't mean to laugh because, girl, if that's your goal, live, honey. She's trying to be a nail. She's trying to be a nail tech. All of the millions of dollars she had, she cannot pass the state boards in California to be a nail tech, like someone that does like people's nails.
There's a written test for that.
No, it's like a physical test. It's just like when you go to cosmetology school, you got to do hair in front of a board of people so they understand, you know, the rules, you know what you're doing, and then you pass. She can't pass the
shop 3 and was like, I'm gonna do nails. That looks like fun.
I mean, hey, I'm not down on anybody what they want to do with their life, and that's fine. But it's just crazy how she literally had the whole world. She was in movies with Channing Tatum. She was in movies with all these John Travolta, like
in his hand, she's got the whole world.
Ryan's getting sentimental. But no, and that was because I seen she tried to do a podcast also. I mean, I'm not down for that. Here we are.
That was no. She was clearly disconnected. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, Dan Schneider must have done something to her because they were always alone. He was like her personal."
Well, she tried to run away from home too, and ran away to his house.
To his house, yeah, and wanted to be emancipated, and that doesn't look good. But I don't know. I don't think he did anything to her. I think that I think when you're 8 years old and on a TV show,
he had the best intentions.
But I think when you're 8 years old and on a TV show, and literally you know that you going to work at 8 years old is what is going to keep your lights on in your house, because your parents their job is to take you to your show every day and stuff. I think that just, she had to grow up very fast. I think that effed her up in the head. But homegirl got a tattoo right here. It's a little heart.
I mean, you know, Doug was on a TV show, but then he gave up the fame. He was actually Alf.
What, Alf?
You were Alf.
What's Alf stand for?
Alien life form.
Oh, okay, good.
Come on, man.
Come on, cuz.
Wow.
Now
Anyway.
but anyway, Amanda Bynes. I seen she was trying to do a podcast, but I'm not down on her for that because look, here we are trying to get people to listen up. You know?
But hey, I support her because she straight up said, "Listen, guys, I'm gonna put a pause on the she did one episode and said, "Hey guys, I'm gonna put a pause on the podcast right now
Is this on
because
TikTok?
Or the what?
I think it might be our Instagram." And she says, "I'm gonna put a pause on the podcast right now because I can't get the people I want to interview on their show." Like she wanted like Drake, she wanted like
she wanted like
a real hooker.
She wanted but I'm trying to see if I can find one here. And again, I'm not doing this to bust on her or nothing. I just want to hear how.
She doesn't sound like Amanda Bynes.
She still has.
Here you go. Okay, she's just staring at the screen.
I could pull that up actually.
Okay, it looked like she's just staring at the screen.
Type in Amanda Ryan. Type in Amanda Bynes talking about her podcast.
My manager's license this Tuesday. I really hope I pass the test this time. I will let you all know if I do or don't, of course, and I'll keep retaking it until I get the license. I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.
God, that don't even. Well, of course.
I kind of feel bad for her. I mean, I really
you should. I mean,
do.
She was under a conservatorship of her parents because she went through a lot of mental.
Thing, isn't it?
Yeah, where basically you're basically
she wasn't allowed to have kitchen knives in the house at the time, and then once she got rid of that, she posted that video of her with the knives.
I thought I had to do it. Ban knives. Okay. Yeah.
She said that they were plastic. Brittany did.
If you look at some of the other people that have got look at people like Demi DeVito.
Demi Lovato.
That's it.
Demi
Wasn't she-
Lovato.
Yeah, wasn't she was screwed up for a bit, but she was on Disney Channel. Wasn't she? Was like a Jonas Brothers.
She was on Disney Channel, but she had substance use disorder like really bad.
But
she overdosed like 4 times.
She was on heroin, wasn't she?
All right, but between her, and Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus though. Who the hell can sing better than Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, Miley Cyrus really didn't do a whole lot. Like I listened to her in a podcast. And she was just like, I mean, after Disney Channel, she's like, I went wild. I would smoke weed. I would
smoke weed every day because that's how she sounds like nowadays from all the years of smoking and drugs.
Yeah. So she doesn't even smoke weed anymore. She says she's
no.
completely sober.
Have you heard her cover of Jolene?
No.
Yeah,
that's
very
good. I love that.
I think I did know that Dolly Parton is actually her godmother.
Yeah.
I think I have heard that. That's good, Billy Ray Cyrus.
That Billy right.
Achy breaky heart is why Miley Cyrus grew up to be famous.
Miley Cyrus was still a little outside of my age, but the girls I would babysit for loved Hannah Montana and all of that Disney Channel era. I was Lizzie McGuire Disney Channel era.
That's right. And even Stevens.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I'm
Shia
actually
LaBeouf.
friends with because
Christy Carlton Romano.
Yeah, because she did the voice of that. But I met her at a Comic-Con years ago.
Right, I was there. Mhm.
And I added her as a friend because she was talking about her and her husband had some obviously a big apartment up in New York, and she's like, I think it's haunted because we were there. I think for Paradelphia promoting that, and we got to talking to her, and she's like, you should come investigate. Well, it never happened, but I'm friends with her on Facebook, so I know famous people too, Jenna.
Yep, I'm friends with her too, so it's okay.
No, yeah, well, whatever. But and then but yeah, it is. It's if you have not seen it, it's what is it on? It's on HBO Max, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, child alert. Just be careful what you say about that show. Stella.
What?
Oh.
Stella was back.
She just walked out.
Oh.
She got tired of hearing you bragging about your celebrity friends.
Was she in there when I was talking about that show?
I'm just playing with you.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you want to know what show? So, in fact, I think Lily will still watch it. She loves Victorious.
I like,
Yeah,
Daxton
that was
likes
before
that
me.
shit.
The dude that looks like Andy
Daxton loves
Samberg. Yeah, the one that looks like Andy Samberg that carries around, around the puppet.
He's not a puppet. His name's Rex.
I didn't know all that. And
Robbie. You got Robbie, Victoria, Kat.
Yeah, that was Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Did she ever get screwed up before she became a famous singer?
I think that she was. So I read the book, which actually Tara still has the book. I guess
She was on pills for a while after she got famous.
So Ariana Grande, she was mean. I read a book with Jeanette McCarty.
Sam and Kat.
Yeah. So I read her biography. It's actually called I'm Glad My Mom Died.
I see that.
Let me tell you something. If you want to read that book, ask Tara if she's done with it, because she actually has that book. That is a very good book. She touches on Dan Schneider, how they would go to dinner to talk about shows and stuff, and he would buy her alcohol there, which that's not, that's serious, but that's not unheard of, especially in Hollywood. Yeah, she talks about how she was just her whole life in general, and how messed up her mom's mental health was, and it ended up being her her mom bathed her until she was 15 years old.
Yeah,
not in a gross way,
right?
Not in a gross way. It was a control thing, is what it was. And
isn't there there's a syndrome for that? I think, because I think I've heard that before, where it's kind of you can't accept that your kids are growing up, so you still in a sense into the extreme.
Yeah, and she talks about in that book how she just was so embarrassed and be like, "Mom, I can do this by myself," and her mom would cry and storm off, and then her mom would be like, "I'm not eating for a week," and be and then she'd just be like, "Okay."
Yeah. Yeah,
Does that
that's
work?
And when it comes to Ariana Grande, though, you can't blame the chick for being angry because the fact is the way that she had to portray herself on them shows
Always
and the way
talking
she
like
talked,
this.
like
Yeah.
they literally made her look like she was a freaking moron.
And dye her hair red.
Yeah,
Right.
her hair. She had to dye it blonde, and it fried her hair off. She said at one point her real hair was this long on her head, and she would have to put extensions, but because she would have to dye her hair blonde to put that red color in. And Nickelodeon just didn't care. They were just like, "Hey, this is what you signed up for." They would not allow her wear a wig. Yeah,
Where were they at for all this? Because Nickelodeon's the network. It has nothing to do.
It's Universal Studios.
But my thing is
Paramount.
Nickelodeon and Universal or Paramount now. But well, no, it used to be Universal Studios, but I think Paramount bought it out because Nickelodeon Studios was at the one in Florida, which is now, or last I seen, it was a Blue Man Group. But that's where the old studios used to be.
Yeah.
But they're the network. They have no I don't think any creative control. They're just basically like, look, bring us something and we'll put it out there. So where were they during all of this?
Well, Viacom, when all of this happened, Viacom. Now Viacom owns MTV, VH1.
That's that old people got to take.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Viacom ultimately owns all of them. Viacom owns Nickelodeon, MTV, VH1, BET, like all of those channels, stations, whatever. But Viacom, I mean, they're the same people that are responsible for Jersey Shore. And
yeah.
They just that's the thing, like going back to Jersey Shore. It was literally their job to be drunk 24 hours a day and fight. Like they encouraged it. And then they would step in when they have to. So it's just kind of like they will take anything too far for good TV.
Yep.
Now, what if they approached you and said, Jenna, you need to act like a complete freaking moron and we'll follow you around with a camera? Would you do it?
1,010,000%, I would.
You strive for fame too much.
It has nothing to do with fame. It is at that point a character you play. And that's what Snooki, because I listen to her podcast faithfully. She says all the time, people will ask her, like, how are you going to explain the kids? She's like, to her kids, who I think the oldest one's like 11 or something. She says, I just tell them I'm an actress. She's like, because I am, she goes, it's not scripted. She's like, all of it is 100% real. But
I really got punched in the face at the bar by a drunk dude.
Yeah, but I mean, they really did, because there was a whole thing where they said that it was people hated that they were up at Seaside Heights to where they would literally fight them.
Yeah, but I was a little more pissed that episode where Snooki got punched at the bar. You got
by
Vinny,
that dude?
yeah, and then the guy goes
Steve.
outside, and then you got Vinny and Ronnie and all of them are going out yelling at the dude. You had a perfect opportunity for at least one or two of y'all to pummel that motherfucker right then and there, but no, you want to yell. Like, come on, man. Of course, Ronnie's a true one. He did lay that guy out with one punch.
Well, some people are scared of prison, Ryan.
It's not prison, it's county. I didn't say killed a motherfucker. I said knock his ass out.
Punch him once or twice. It's simple assault.
That's right. Once they're down, they're down. That's what Daddy always said. Once they're down, they're down.
Wow, Ben, what do you think about all
I
of
know.
this?
He's
Ben,
like,
he's the dangerous one.
You guys do your thing.
He said, I go to the boardwalk and I stop the
I didn't
fights.
watch that kind of stuff.
You don't watch the documentary about
Documentaries, not like
Nickelodeon?
that. No.
Oh.
I grew up.
What do you watch, Ben?
Sports, and more sports.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Rocket Power?
Rocket Power.
No. Rocket Power is just shit. But that Hey Arnold.
Hey
none
Arnold,
of none of
Doug
these
Funny,
were
Cat
damn.
Dog.
Yes.
Cat Dog.
I was Cat Dog for Halloween once. I think I still have it.
Oh no shit.
It's like a whole, like you have a whole pajama set.
I'd rock it.
So overall, Jenna, what are your thoughts with this with the whole thing?
I thought it was good. I thought it was definitely, I'm sure these people have a lot of trauma, these now adults that were kids, but I think this is very aligned with the cancel culture. When it comes to Dan Schneider, I think that, not to make excuses for him, but they just things in the 90s were different. And thankfully now we have evolved, and I think that child stars have a little bit more protection, and they're more aware of that kind of stuff. I would hope anyway. But I don't know. I thought it was good, but I just, at this point, it's like, where do we stop? At what point are we going to hear a documentary about Disney Channel kids? At what point are we going to hear a documentary, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure that there was around the same kind of stuff, but I will say overall it was a very good documentary. The Drake Bell thing, the fact that it took over 20 years and it never got out that it was him was mind-blowing.
You know what's cool is the one documentary we will never see of somebody about this is Keanu Reeves. You ever notice that? No, I'm serious. He's not Nickelodeon, but I mean, like, all the like documentaries are popping up. You had one about Vince McMahon and obviously whatever that Weinstein guy is and shit.
Yeah,
and
the
like,
island dude.
I was just thinking all these celebrities and shit are getting put onto these lists, but then I'm like, do you ever follow Keanu Reeves? Like, he does everything right when he like stands with people. He keeps his hands out like this, and like,
no, I never knew that.
Yeah, do your research on Keanu.
Yeah, that's Ted.
Ted.
Or no, wait, was that Bill?
No,
Bill was the blonde.
Esquire.
Got it.
Good
So yes,
movie.
definitely. If you have not seen It's Quiet on the Set, Dark Side of Kids TV, and I think it's on HBO Max and all that.
But also understand there's trigger warnings, and they talk about sexual assault and things like that. So if you mentally can't handle that, don't watch it, because it is even.
But it's
heavy.
kind of like telling us, it's like, you're right. Forewarning on it. So,
but they do have a warning in front of all of the episodes that, hey, this is what we talk about. If you can't handle it, don't watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite shows used to have that, and it was a skull with bones underneath of it.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Jackpot.
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 She said pussy the last show, and she's gonna say jackpot.
No, she said piss.
No, she said she did say.
Because we were talking about a cat.
Yeah, okay.
I'm pissed.
Yeah.
So pisses me off.
I'm so pissed I'm gonna go poop.
I actually do have to poop, and my phone's at 10%. So
I swear, we can't go an episode without poop. That must be the professional coming out.
This is
of me.
true.
Yes.
Yeah.
I cleansed before I got here.
we're finding out what
Taking an
Hank
inverted breath.
really is.
Oh, look at the pop.
Is
Love.
Jenna's
he's a
trying
good boy.
Listen, people screenshot Jenna and make the memes thing, the memos thing. Like,
the dog doing?
Which one's Jenna?
We just did the dog DNA test on him, and we'll find out what he is in 4 weeks, because he would just a little. We know he's husky, a Siberian husky of some sort, but he was
don't look
running
that
the. Huh?
He don't look that fat. He ain't husky.
No, he is part. Yes, he is. He is 100%. There's no doubt in our mind that he is part husky.
Well, it's funny. He's very calm right now, because usually when we come there, he's all happy. He doesn't realize how big he is. That's what cracks me up about him. And when he thinks that she's bigger than what she is.
She's how them little dogs act.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Well, Jenna,
Anyway.
thank you for joining the Doug and Sketchy show.
Ooh, balloons. Ooh, I just smacked Winnie in the face.
With a balloon.
Jeez, I'm calling Ned, yo.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll come after supper.
Hey, Ned, it's Brian. Oh.
We're apparently echoing really bad
she's got her
off
phone turned
of
up.
Jenna's thing. So.
Oh, hello. Waiting for your pop.
And it sounds like it too. We're at the next time, baby. Hi.
You got a dog outside your car gonna bite you? All right, I'll be here in about an hour.
It's after supper.
Yeah. Gets out. Bennett gets out, spits.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have Ned talk.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool.
Have Dad and Ned sitting here.
It would just be the Ned and Doug show.
Yeah, because Ned finally bought that tractor of that would pick its own hay bales up after we got too old.
The hay bind?
He's like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I asked him about that, and one time, and he was just like, "Well, what did I need to spend the money for when I had you to do that?"
Yeah, but he would only give us like $20 for a 10-hour day. I'm like,
20.
damn, what is this? I bought your line. It's like, it was a short. You wouldn't even let me get a classic.
Dollar chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. All right, Jenna.
Well, cheers, everyone.
Whoa, down it again.
That's
Remember that
bad.
third
Such an
time.
alcoholic.
That's very.
That's
bad.
why you and our
Monday
cousin
night.
Jessica get along.
Yeah.
Caitlin, you mean?
No, Jessica.
No, I always make fun of Jessica because I always say she's the alcoholic.
That's a good line. All right, well, bye, y'all.
Later.
All right, Jenna. See you later. Thanks for your.
hello, Ann.
Oh, okay. Now she's
Now
gone.
it's time for the men. Hey, fuckers.
Now Ben's got to talk.
Dun,
talk
dun,
like her.
dun.
No, but
Hey, I wonder how two Jennas would sound like if they yeared.
oh god,
There we
wait!
go.
I'm gonna have to take this off for that.
All right, here we go.
This
Hold
could
on,
be
let me
different.
drop these mics down a little bit. All right, on 3. 1, 2.
Oh god,
We
that
blew
hit
somebody's
hurt.
phone out, bro.
I already have a hearing problem.
Huh?
Thing is, I don't know if I have a hearing problem or if it's wax buildup. I'll go to an ear doctor, but I will not go to an eye doctor.
Did you know?
Why not?
I will go blind. There's
You
some,
You don't like the puffing
Wait,
guy?
wait. Can I ask?
nothing.
Does it have anything to do with that old scary alien TV show we watched when we were younger about the needle going in the
that
middle?
that was Fire in the Sky about the Travis the guy was abducted by aliens in I think it was Arizona.
Yeah.
But that was
Do you remember that?
I
though?
do remember that. And so
Ah.
if you want torture, sit there. Yeah, I can't nothing close my eyes. Nope. No. But yeah, you need to check out that the documentary.
Yeah,
'cause
I'm gonna
you're
watch
like,
it tonight when I'm laying in bed.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of that too, with have you ever seen on what network is it? It's like the dark side of, and they have different things. They have like Dark Side of the Ring, which talks about like wrestling stuff. They have Dark Side of the 90s,
Yeah.
which they have of course, like different stuff off of that. But there was one on there about it's Dark Side of the 2000s, and they had one about, remember that show that was it Ken and 8 plus or
Oh, yeah, something Kate plus 8. Yeah.
that's it, where they had like 8 kids. And they have one on that, which apparently that woman's like psychotic.
Well, her vagina got ripped open. How big?
Pretty ripped open.
I mean,
Well, I guess that all 8 kids don't.
I
come out at
know,
once, but
but
know.
is childbirth really that
I
bad?
know.
I mean, come on,
Here
watch
we
all the
go.
hate, man.
Look, I had Taco Bell the other day, okay, and I got that out. How much different can it be? Wait, no, it's got to. I want to put you in front of that table that says childbirth can't be that bad. Change my mind, and there's gonna be a picture.
Yo, they got those. See, you watch your Practical Jokers, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You've seen the
Not
one where
the recent ones, but yeah.
they actually have these things you can put around your stomach.
Oh yeah, I did see that one.
And apparently it does something to where it makes you
Have contractions.
feel like
Feel
what a
contractions and stuff.
contraction feel. I don't know.
You know what? Okay, I don't even need to put that thing on. I retract my previous statement. I'm sorry, all females out there. Y'all are the troopers. We are the poopers.
It's troopers.
Super troopers.
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
the troopers.
I don't know. I was there for all of my children's birth. I mean,
Were you? Oh yeah, I was there for mine too.
Right, like, wait, was I?
I have
Was I there?
kids. Oh yeah, I left them with the babies. Shit,
that was 2 weeks ago.
Go
No
back.
wonder I'm getting phone
You know,
calls
Dak-
like
come
crazy.
Pick them up. Daxton got a beard.
Yeah, be like, Dad, you forgot the last 15 birthdays. Oh man. So, all right. What do we have here? Well, we got some time left here, don't we?
Yeah, we got 20 minutes.
Oh yeah. What do you have? You got what do you have for us, Ryan?
Got a few things.
All right. Let's
Nothing
go
major.
with you. Let's hear what Ryan's got here.
Hang on. Sorry, that was RJ. Shout out RJ.
Wait, what?
RJ.
What's he
was
trying to
texting.
call you?
No, he was asking what I was doing. I was just like, yeah, we got about 20 minutes left. But anyway, Ali Star. Do you know who Ali Star is?
Yep.
Ali
Yeah,
Star.
Ali Star, Sales City. Yeah, he's like a guy that actually made it in the music thing from Salem.
Okay.
So he's
Is that
part
like
of
Oak Tree?
Oak Tree got him discovered.
Ah.
Yeah. It's local legend Ali Star stays on the grind as usual. He announced the release of his newest single and music video, Wish. And Ali is best known for not only being a member of the Wu-Tang fam. Yes.
Really?
My man's in the Wu fam. Yeah. But for his such hits as Spirit of a Hustler and 3 The Wu Way with Juice the Witch Doctor and the Wu fam.
I'm at a loss, but I trust your word.
Well, Ali is a Salem City native that became a legend, and big part of his recognition comes from our dear friend Oak Tree.
Fishing
family.
Fishing live with Oak Tree
Yeah,
every
poor man's
Sunday
fishing.
morning. Poor man's fishing.
I was able to meet Ali Star in person at a party one time at the FOP.
Oh, yeah?
I saw him from across the room, and I was like, is that Ali Star? I'm asking people in the party. I'm like, yo, is that Ali over there? They said, yeah. They let me meet him.
You were
but
fangirl.
He was really cool. I took a picture with him too. But yeah, check him out. He's got a new music video coming out. But I'm also, so you remember years ago when I did the reunion at the AJ's? When I moved back? That turnout was amazing. There's probably about 100 people in there that freaking night. So I'm going to do that shit again.
Okay.
So now I don't have to rely on anybody for their sound system or nothing. So I'm going to do my own.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's going to be coming up soon. I'm going to announce that. So Crick Life. I'm going to keep bringing this up because he's coming up. I was trying to get Andy on the phone tonight, but he's working. So it is what it is. So
Which I shared that.
Yes.
You're right, but go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
But Crick Life Creations' second annual summer truck show is growing bigger and better by the day. President Andrew Harris has updates on more fun and activities. And I myself am searching things. It's a 2-day event, so there's going to be 2 days of music. If anybody has a band, sing, dance, comedians, anybody wants a spot, reach out to me. I'll get you a spot up to 45 minutes. You can have as long as you want, but up to 45 minutes a set. And I ain't gonna charge you shit to do it. Whatever you want to do, you DJ, dance, anything. You got a puppet? Come out and bring that. So
I know we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
We got a broadcast live from there for that one.
It's gonna be a fun one.
You know who needs to get up on stage as a comedian?
Who's that?
Ben.
Danger
Ben.
Keith would be good.
Yeah, Keith would be good.
I don't know. I could see you getting up there and just insulting people.
I would love to find
dance.
it'd be cool.
Just dance.
No, you
Dance,
could.
guys.
I'll throw down the cardboard and you could dance. But anybody.
What do you like? Wait, what do you like? Break dance?
Yeah, college was wild.
Yeah.
Morgantown, baby.
No
Mountain
way.
Man,
You
W.
seriously break dance?
Before I turned my ACL back in the day, yeah.
Well, what's that stopping you? Do it right now.
Did it
No.
again.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
But yeah. Oh yeah.
I was
I
just
used
saying,
to be something. I used to be something.
I can break something when I dance.
Oh.
No,
Break dance. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome.
No, but yeah, anybody have some talent? If you want to tell a story or a poem, just hit me up. But yeah, that's August 17th from 9 to 5, and then August 18th from 9 to 4. I'm camping out. Ain't gonna be a big party or nothing like that. But if you want to come chill after hours,
We're gonna be
can do that shit. too.
streaming live. I'm gonna charge people $50 to say hello.
You can.
Gang.
And then Ben's gonna be signing autographs.
Oh,
Hold his
yeah.
own tent.
Danger. DJ.
Yeah, danger.
See,
And it's gonna be a dangerous tent. Fire will be thrown.
you're gonna start a fire in a tent.
We're out in the field.
All right.
You give it in a tent.
It's wood. Oh.
A tent's
No,
this guy.
It's made of wood. Don't worry.
But
It's
yeah,
gonna be
that's what I
fine.
got. Hopefully I'll see y'all August. And hit me up.
All right. So, and it seems like August. Think about this. It's March.
It's around the corner.
Okay. We're a quarter of a way through the year already.
It's almost Christmas already.
Like, we're only 3/4 of the way through it.
I can't wait for Christmas again. I love Christmas time.
Well, I'll tell you what. I have tried to search some weird. There was really nothing weird. I mean, at least that I could find that's happened over the past week. The only really thing that I could find that is kind of unusual is that China is attempting to build a giant railgun to fire astronauts into space.
Sounds like fun.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like-
It's like a big cannon.
Wow.
So
That'd
it
be
says,
good for people like on death row. It's like, you got one last fun thing you want to do? Hell yeah, launch my ass into space.
says launching a rocket takes a lot of energy, but what if it were possible to fire spacecraft into space instead? I want to know who the first one's going to be to volunteer for that.
Whole Keem, motherfucker.
You know me going up there.
It says flying through space is one thing, but actually getting something into space in the first place is quite another. Overcoming the Earth's gravitational pull sufficiently to escape into orbit is a challenge that must be overcome before any prospective space mission can even begin. Today we use rockets. Ryan forgets he's on camera so they know when he leaves.
Just go ahead. Just keep going.
Today,
Producer.
just pretend he's
Producer.
standing right there.
Yep.
Since today we use rockets to launch humans and cargo into the final frontier, but every year scientists have dabbled with the manner of alternate solutions to getting things into space. According to reports, China's space agency has recently been experimenting with one such alternative in the form of a giant electromagnetic rail gun capable of firing space vehicles into the heavens. The gun works by accelerating the spacecraft along a lengthy electromagnetic track at speeds of up to Mach 1.6. It sounds like King to Cod, Six Flags.
Sounds like a big crossbow.
It's just like you're sitting there and it's just getting shot and freaking break your neck. Once it reaches the end of the track, the engines fire and propel at a high speed into the sky. While such a system does still rely on some sort of rocket booster, it has the potential to significantly cut down on the amount of fuel needed for each launch. It could also enable much larger vehicles to be propelled into space than would normally be possible. There he is.
What okay?
He's like, you guys told me this started at 9. It says
he was trying to pound you.
Who was? Oh, I left you hanging. I'm sorry.
That was a lot of running.
It says the idea has been explored before. Even NASA attempted to develop a similar launch system in its own few years back, although it seemingly didn't come to fruition. If China does manage to perfect the method, though, it's likely other space agencies will take a much closer look at building their own version of it. So basically, you're going to sit down in a chair. They're going to slingshot your back. And it's going to be so powerful, it's supposed to shoot you to space.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Let's do it.
That's what I'm afraid of with that ball and like the boardwalk.
Oh, I'm
scared
that
to death that thing's
times.
going to attach and I'm going to like go out in the middle of the Atlantic.
No, I've done that a million times. Like the only thing I want to bungee jump.
Fuck that.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Not bungee jump. Skydive.
F that too, dude.
I will not bungee jump though. I don't know why. I think
might be a quicker death if you skydive.
Yeah, but even with skydiving, although
it's only the ground that hurts.
There's a place that I've heard that is up in like not far from here that they do skydiving, and they've actually had multiple people die.
Well, yeah, but there's also rare, and you could look this up if you're ever thinking of it. There was a rare occurrence where a guy jumped out of an airplane, his thing didn't go off, and he survived the fall.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
That's freaking insane.
God was like, well, I told you shouldn't have been up here in the first place, but
I'll give you one more shot.
Yeah, it ain't your time right now.
Well, did you know that people that have jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge, if they survive, there's a club?
Really?
I believe it.
Really?
There really is. I forget, but yeah, it's like if you are a survivor from jumping off of the Golden Gate Bridge, you're part of like this secret society.
I'm assuming this place has a very good handicap ramp
Like-
because
what do you talk about at your meetings? So, what made you jump?
I wanted to join the club.
I didn't have any friends, so I jumped
Well,
off.
my mom said if all your friends jump off the bridge, you're going to. Also, yeah, so I play with them.
But I don't think the Golden Gate Bridge is that high though from the water.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure it's still going to sting
Think
a
it's
little.
higher than the Delaware Bridge?
I don't think so. I don't think, I mean, the thing about the Delaware, see, my thing is okay, let's say you don't die on impact. You're going to break every bone, and then you're going to end up continuing to go down.
Correct.
And then that current's just going to take you.
I'm a pretty good swimmer, though.
Yeah, that's what people think when they go over that Pennsylvania-Salem Bridge. It's like the strongest current.
Oh, yeah, that's how them two dudes does. I can swim better than you.
And then they jump down
in the Northeast.
Yeah.
It actually is. There's like a bunch of like 20 or 30.
Because doesn't it like push you down? It doesn't like
it. Well, if you look at it, if you're just standing, it swirls. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go down there, it'll just pretty much spin you. And they even say that if you're like in a boat and that starts to take you, just let it take you.
Yeah.
And
hold your
worry
breath
about it later.
Yeah,
like,
because eventually you'll come up.
Do we bother resuscitating them? Do we bother resuscitating them? Do we
Why is
bother?
it looped? It keeps looping.
It wants to make its point.
Gotta ask the question.
Nobody's answering fast enough.
What would you do, RJ? RJ, favorite Nickelodeon show growing up?
Doug.
Yeah. What I know. What was your favorite? No,
I get it. That was a good one.
That was a good one. Eh?
You're just coming off stupid.
Sometimes I'm not all professional. I can be funny. Yeah, Doug was. How did I not mention that one?
I like Skeeter. Skeeter was cool in there. Oh, you remember my cousin? My cousin Skeeter.
I was going to say my cousin Vinny. Wow.
That was a good one. Two Utes. What's a Ute?
A Ute, yeah.
A Ute.
No, it's yeah, my cousin Skeeter, yeah, was that. Well, you know, another one, I think it was the last show that Dan Snyder did, was Henry Danger. The kids were obsessed with Henry Danger.
Danger
for a
was
little
there,
bit.
'cause then
Made a
they-
movie about it.
Yeah, and there was a spinoff.
Is there?
There was a spinoff of Danger Kids or Danger Zone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know all that. I didn't know they did a movie. Oh.
We just watched the Nicky, Ricky, Dickie, and Dawn movie today. That's
The huh?
Nicky, Ricky, Dickie, and Dawn. It's another Nickelodeon show that's newer.
Yeah, see,
but that's
just
like
way
it's actually a
past
good
me.
show because it's like
I don't even know what they have on Nickelodeon anymore. All I know is television sucks.
I haven't
If you
watched
wanna-
cable in a long time.
Listen, if you want to go on MTV should be the Ridiculousness and Catfish channel.
That's about it.
That's all it plays.
Reruns.
And it's just over and over again. Like, who wants to sit there and stare?
And wait, what stations you said that was?
MTV.
Yeah. Well, remember at one point MTV was nothing but ridiculousness.
It still is.
Ridiculousness. That's all it was. like-
Every so often they will throw some little show in there, or Sundays they might play Adam Sandler movies.
Oh, you know he's coming back with a Happy Gilmore too.
No shit.
No way.
I bet
really?
you that'll be pretty good, actually.
Yes.
Get out of here.
I bet you that's gonna be pretty good.
You see, Beetlejuice too. Did you see they released the trailer? I think that's like September.
And they'll make a new Constantine.
Are they?
Make a number 2. Yeah.
Maybe this will be a year of good flicks. But you know what? I've learned. Well, actually, the new Ghostbusters. I need to go see that.
It's with the new guys, right? Except for Egon.
Yeah, they're in there. Well, the last one that they did, they CGI'd him in, like it was his ghost in it, but it was kind of sad. But yeah, I mean, that wasn't too bad, that last one. But I don't know how well the new one is doing. But yeah, I definitely check it out. And did you notice you go and you spend all this money at movies, and it's like a week later they're available for free on something?
Yeah. So what's the point of going to the freaking movie theater?
I don't know. We still do.
I mean, I would go to an early.
Nostalgia and
I would go to an early one. What the hell is it?
Oh yeah, it's cheaper. What's the matter? What do you got?
I see a clip that I don't know what it is.
Oh, so you're going to test it out after you just got done talking about.
The heck?
I was saying that's right. I forgot about that. I labeled it something else.
Oh, that was
No,
that
'cause-
song Ben recorded.
No,
years
this is
ago.
from one of my yeah, it's from my favorite bands, Attila. But I was saving that for like when Jenna starts rambling. I could
Yeah.
play that.
Wait, do it again.
It's shut up, you never fucking listen.
I didn't catch it, and I like that. Okay, I hear that.
When you say it, your brain says,
Yeah, right. Now, if you would have told me it said something else, I'll never unhear that again.
correct.
Well, anyway, so
Smile if you love men's prostates.
all right, let's here
Awareness.
let's go into the chat real quick. All right,
Who we got?
All right, where we live on. So, all right, Claudia. Pennington, she said, "Sorry, y'all, I'm in a meeting." So I guess she was letting us know she was in a meeting.
Oh, sorry. We'll keep it down.
We'll keep it down. Okay, she's in a meeting. We can't say much. Let's see. Josh Peck. Okay, it must have been we were talking about the.
Oh, is Josh
the
Peck's
doc-
on there? What's up, dude?
you know what? You were bringing up Jessica, our cousin Jessica. She says we're talking about Amanda. I just watched that documentary today. So I feel like a lot of people are, and
That was a lot of Barbara
I
Chalmers.
want some credit because if people watch it now, they're gonna. We should.
I'm gonna watch tonight, so I'll know exactly what y'all are talking about.
All right, we have Stephanie Whipke. Lil Whip.
Watch me whip.
It's Elaine. Oh, I'm sorry, Elena, Stephanie's daughter. So her daughter's listening.
Hi.
After we just got done talking about all of that.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey. Yes.
Oh, hey.
We are sorry. Steve Leiber.
Hold on. He deserves a year. RJ, you're here with it. Come on. Ready, set, go. Yeah.
Wow, Steve. He says
Stevie.
Cross Keys Airport. So I gotta watch and pay more attention to this. It says they have a few fatalities a year, I think. Oh, he's just putting out there who dies in around here for the I just said people around here with the what do you call it when you jump out of a plane? Skydiving. Yeah.
Jeez, he knows an awful lot about that.
Yeah, it's don't go skydiving there.
Yeah.
He said that let's see, if all of Mannington Meadows empties into the bridge, that's why that tide's there. And then he also said the theaters here, Andrea, his wife Andrea, just watched the new Ghostbusters at home. You can watch it at home.
What? You got to rent it for $14.99 probably.
I don't know. Yeah,
everything's everything's got a
I mean,
price.
it's probably cheaper to go in movies with it.
Who else we got?
Jackie Grant. Speaking of new movies, you see the new Roadhouse.
Yo, I want to with Jake Gyllenhaal and freaking
They
Conor
did
McGregor.
they did a new
Look,
Roadhouse.
nothing will stand up to the original, but this is gonna be pretty cool because Jake Gyllenhaal's in it.
You like Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, he's pretty dope.
He's the one from the mountains of. With,
Oh,
it did with the
Brokeback
Joker
Mountain,
kid.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I really started to enjoy his acting, and I thought that he was really good in that. It was an Oscar-worthy performance.
Judging. I
It
just
was an
know that's what movie
Oscar-worthy
he was in.
performance.
Oh, well, did he get an Oscar?
No, but he got something.
Did he go-
Dim.
What did he get? What did he get?
I need to know.
You gotta tell me.
I can't even know. I don't know.
Go home on the range.
It went aluminum. Let's see. So yeah, I didn't know they were redoing the Roadhouse.
Yeah, with Conor McGregor.
Wait, really? I thought you just said Jake.
Yeah, no,
Jake
Conor McGregor's in there too.
Jalava.
He's the who does he
Jalabi.
play? I think he plays the asshole. I forget.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Steph Lil Whip. She didn't say, she just commented. So she commented and she didn't hear it. So we should put a disclaimer up that says not intended for children on this episode.
Not intended for anyone under 25.
Steve, nope. I have special privileges. With what? Wait, see, I got to read these live. I was going to watch it too. And Jackie Graham, yes, Conor McGregor is in it.
Yeah.
And he gets a bit annoying.
Well,
and he keeps his sway on. That must be one of those terminology that we talk about.
There it is.
What is that?
That's the Conor sway.
It looks like you gotta use the bathroom. See, there I go. Bring up bathroom again.
No, that's the Conor McGregor. I just took 2 bumps of coke and then I'm going to the ring walk.
He bumped into coke?
Oh my god. Yeah, the whole coke machine fell over.
So is that how the movie ends? Did you just spoiler alert? Okay, Conor,
Shit, I'm sorry.
coke machine falls on
He's
Conor.
gonna come kick my ass now.
Yeah.
RJ, you gotta stay with me, dude, in case he does.
Yeah, and
RJ's our security.
And Steve's telling me I got to keep up on the movies. Yeah, I know. Listen, let me tell you a memory of Steve. I'll never forget. He got his farmer's license first. So that guy, we all would bug him like, yeah, man, come pick him up. He had his dad's old gray pickup truck.
Yeah.
And yeah, we used to bug the hell out of him. And then I got my farmer's license, and then
Yeah,
know,
but you
then
always,
we were all the shit because
when
we had
you
a
got
farmer's
it,
license.
you had the truck that nobody else could drive because the stick was so effed up on
Yes,
that thing.
that F-150.
You went from first to fifth, then to third.
Hey,
like, oh my god.
I did just fine. And if you remember too, when you pushed the clutch in, you had to like
Yeah. You had
press
to put-
against it.
It
Really
was like
bad.
a leg day at the gym when you're trying to push that clutch in.
But that was one of the ones where it had the dual gas tanks. Why don't they do that anymore?
Because they're like, why don't we just build one big ass tank?
But then you wouldn't be able to flip the switch.
But they never worked half the time anyway.
Well, it did on that other blue one.
I missed the Bronco.
Yeah, the Bronco,
Bronco
was
was
good.
good.
Yeah. And then I had the teal Firebird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was teal.
Yeah, and then
I had
some
a
guy-
girl's car.
And then some effer stole the damn system. out of it. Remember that ordeal?
They did it in the pickup because it was when we played Wildwood football, we had a football game in Wildwood.
Yeah.
We got back after the game and friggin' the truck, someone took because I had 2 12s in it.
Yeah.
And I had the amp and
Shout out
everything.
Crazy Chuck.
And it freaking someone stole it out of the parking lot of the high school. And then when I had the Firebird, same thing because I used to park it up at the end of the lane and somebody went in and broke in and stole that. So I was
Yeah. You remember that? It was at the same time you got that system for your truck.
You're looking off. RJ's looking off.
It was-
He's sitting there. Nope, I don't remember. I have no idea.
It was two 12-inch Rockford Falls gates.
You remember the
He's like,
amplifier, the
yeah.
box? Yep.
RJ's like, I was not born yet.
He's like, come on, man, you're giving up too many of my secrets.
That's right. The high beam.
Ryan.
The high beam, low beam was the button on that.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man, we got to go find an old like 1991 Ford pickup now.
Well, you used to be able to go to, holidays. Remember, go get a old junker for like $200, fix it up,
and then he would come pick it up a week later for 50.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll come get it for 50. Anyway,
Whatever worked.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we'll call that a night. We talked about some very inappropriate stuff when Jenna was on,
as always,
and but
and she had to bail out early.
But seriously, dude, you need to watch it though.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
That's
check it out.
Yeah, I think, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to finish it all tonight because I think it's like 4 or 5 hour long.
I'll watch it for the rest of the week. I'll watch it at the campground. Watch it on my phone.
That's right. You're gonna go camping.
Yup.
Where are you going? Yeah.
Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bear. No,
Yeah,
where's
in
that?
Delaware.
Oh.
Lincoln, Delaware.
We need the address and what your lot number is. We'll send people to come. Excuse me. Hello. Are you sketchy? Can I have some marshmallows?
Yeah, I'm sketchy. What's up, dude?
Anyway, all right. So everybody, again, thank you for tuning in for number 11. Episode 11. Again, if you haven't checked it out, it's Quiet on the Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV. I keep saying, I think it's on HBO Max. But just look, just use the Google machine.
Yes, Lugal.
The Google machine. Do that, and they'll tell you where it is. But yeah, other than that, thank you all very much for tuning in, for listening, and until next week, for my little big brother Sketchy.
Yeah, I was about to do something different. I was about to do
you
something
do.
different, but I'm like, there's children watching.
And for Danger.
Oh, hey. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Just another day.
Oh, hey.
And then you have Arche. Wait. Arche.
All day.
Arche.
Arche.
It's
Jorge
French.
Heil.
It must be French or something.
His middle name's Sig.
What?
His middle name is Sig.
Sig
Heil.
Okay. Sig. All right.
Anyway,
and for our little sister, who's it's always her fault, Jennabee.
It's all Jenna's fault.
Thank you all very much for tuning in to another episode. We will be back next week. Until next time, good night and do something.